My name is Astraea Love, and I'm going to be doing a reading for you guys today. So I hope everybody's having a good day. Again, my readings are timeless, so whenever you get to this video, it's going to be the current energy. Okay, there's going to be messages in this video for you. All right, so just know that. Okay. Before I get into the downloads, we're going to just do a little prayer. So we are calling upon the most, and welcome everybody coming into the chat. So we're calling upon the Most High God and the Holy Spirit. We're asking that Jesus Christ and the Ascended Masters come be with us now. We're also calling upon our spiritual team of Christ Light and residents, including the ancestors and our spirit guides, our guardian angels, and the archangels. And we're asking that they put a protective shield around us, keeping us safe from all negativity, from anybody that would try to negatively influence or impact this reading in any way. I pray for the highest light, the highest wisdom, the highest knowledge, and the highest truth to be revealed to me and my collective, and I pray for all of my subscribers. So make sure you guys like the video, that you subscribe to the platform. All of that is really important stuff. Let me know that you can hear me. It's all just really important stuff to help this platform. We need to get the likes to like 50 likes, and then the video will get monetized. Okay, so we can work together and we can grow this community. So we just want to say thank you, God, for our gifts and abilities. Thank you for our destiny, for our fate, and for all the good things in our lives now, for all the blessings that we have, and for all the blessings that are coming. Thank you for my gifts and abilities. Thank you for giving me this platform and for supporting me as much as you have. I love you, God. All glory, honor, worship, and praise goes to you, Most High. And thank you, thank you, thank you. And I pray that everything that I do pleases my higher self and the Most High God. Okay, so if any of you have any, thank you for saying that, Nadia. If any of you guys have any personal questions, you can send me a $20 super chat, $20 PayPal, or $20 Cash App, and then I will pause the collective reading and answer your question. Okay, so, but I am doing a reading for the collective. Okay, so thank you, God, and amen. Okay, and then by watching my videos, you're agreeing to the contract of being in control of yourself, being responsible for yourself, and with any of the information being channeled. Please be on your best behavior because the Most High God is watching and the Holy Spirit is listening. By watching my videos, you're agreeing to not attack, bully, or persecute me for my calling. Also, this contract includes no copyright, no gatekeeping, no shadow banning, no harassing or bullying me or my collective, and no witchcraft. Okay, so now that that is out of the way, but my full disclaimers and description box below. Also, I suggest if you guys are wanting to learn how to read cards for yourself, I suggest that you get the book that I just published, okay? It is in the description box below. There's a link to it, but it's called Visago Tarot Card Spreads and Spells, and it goes through the major arcana cards, like the World card is a major arcana card. So it goes through the major arcana cards, and then there is a tarot spread for each of the cards, and so it's basically a guide to help you work with God and the Holy Spirit and the Ascended Masters, basically to align yourself with, welcome in lady 2333, to align yourself with the major arcana cards, which are the big steps that you take in life. Okay, and so there's a spell that will help you, like for there's a spell for each of the major arcana cards that you do with the card and with like repeating, you know, like an affirmation or a prayer, and so it helps you integrate the energies of the major arcana. So those big steps in life, I just suggest that you guys get it. Also, there is another link to another book that is called The Truth of God. That book will help you develop your intuition so that when you get to a point where you're ready to read your own cards, when you ask yes and no questions, you can get an immediate answer back. Also, it's got techniques. It's an intuitive workbook, basically, that helps you work with the Most High God in your higher self, integrating all of your knowledge and putting it to use. And then, you know, it has everything from astral projection to energy ball to healing to accessing your spiritual bank, and the mind technique, which helps you get rid of thoughts and beliefs that are no longer serving you, both conscious and subconscious. Okay, so I hope everybody is having a good day. So those are my things that I suggest that you guys get when you have the time and the money. For the Visago Tarot Card Spread and Spells, you're going to want to get the Rider-Waite Tarot deck because it's written off of the original. And I just feel like this is the best interpretation of the tarot, is the Rider-Waite, which is the original. All other decks basically come off of this deck when you have like like I've worked with other decks before. I have quite a few in my regular setting. But the Rider Waite just basically covers the general energy for the tarot, I think probably the best. So now we're going to get into the messages that I got. So the downloads that I was getting that I wrote down is that one of your guys' enemies could be dealing with poltergeist, anomalous activity, okay? Supernatural, paranormal, however you want to look at that. I feel like you guys are breaking repetitions at this time. I'm also getting that there's going to be a career upgrade or a level up. So that's on its way. And then a spiritual update or upgrade is happening right now. There's going to be a financial change that comes in the future, and there's going to be a lot of increase and growth that you experience as you go through this change. And then I got something about, somebody that maybe is into ghost hunting or is into watching the paranormal or into investigating it. That could be you or that could be somebody else. Okay. So again, just use your best discernment. The angel numbers that I got are 555, which is about mastering change, 888, which is about the law of karma, the law of dharma, and what you give, you get, basically. 222 is about taking steps. So you could be seeing any of these numbers. 333, which is about obtaining mastery. 1010 is about breaking cycles and having new beginnings. 2233 is about taking steps towards mastering, like the mirroring aspect of yourself. So it has to do with shadow integration. 999 is about ending cycles, breaking free, having a breakthrough, getting a break, basically. Then we have 777, which is about spiritual enlightenment, spiritual awakening. 1212, which is that's another mirroring number, but that is, there could be something also about the 1212 portal. But yeah, 1212, which is about new inspiration, intuition, and building upon what you already have intellectually. Then we have 1234, which is taking steps towards an ascension. 1111, anytime you see 1111, welcome in Phoenix Empress. Happy Sunday, you guys. Or whenever, again, watch all of the readings. Each reading will hold a different key message for you, and it's like an Easter egg of knowledge that you can use to decode your spiritual life. So whatever reading you feel drawn to, click on that after this one. Whenever you feel like you want to watch readings, just watch all of them, because each reading has its own message for each and every one of you. So 444 is all about protection. 414 is about, you using your intuition to build a foundation, and you using your intuition to protect yourself. 717 is all about spiritual awakening, having that intuition opening and the third eye opening. You saw 1111 and 88 today. Wow. So you're definitely in alignment for this message. Then I have 808, which is about expansion. It's about God force, and it's about multiplying. Okay, reproduction and multiplying. Then we have 818, which is about expanding your awareness, using your intuition, and using your intellect. And then we've got 868. And 868 is about mastering, like feng shui and the art of manifestation. And then 6423 has to do with bringing in new physical protection. You could be getting like a new item. It could be a little thing of selenite. Selenite is a like white clear crystal that's very protective, and it cleanses negative energy. This could also be, the 6423 could also be about you mastering how to move, like in the spirit, you moving forward, you mastering how you move forward, basically. 9428 has to do with becoming unblocked. Okay, and then the dates that I have, this could be a birth date, a death date. It could also be a portal. So these are just important dates that have to do with this reading. So I have February 22nd, December 16th, July 4th. I didn't even realize that was July 4th until right now, because I wrote it down. I have the 8-8 portal, which is August 8th, September 14th, October 20th, March 7th, May 6th, June 10th, April 4th. I also got April 1st. May 21st and November 22nd. And then the names that I got, this could be one of your names or somebody attached to the situation. I got Melanie, Mariah, Kim or Kimberly, Susan, Karen. There could be somebody that is a Karen, this person that's experiencing a lot of supernatural disturbances, paranormal activity is what it is. Jenny, Erica, or it could be Jennifer, Jessica, Gerald, Jeremy, Billy, Bob, Bobby, Andy, Becca, Rebecca, Jillian, Julian, Jules, Julie, Ashley, Aaron, Miguel, sorry, Juan, Juanita, Roberta, Jimmy, John, Sarah, Brian, Ryan, Ruby, Rudy, Quinn, Jake, Drake, and Tim. So those were the names that I got. Okay, so now we're going to jump in with the tarot. Now that we've got that out of the way. So what I'm picking up is that you guys are going through a major transformation. 11:11 when I, on the clock, literally, when I said that. You guys are going through a major transformation. So you could be getting a wish fulfilled. This wish could have to do with your personal peace and happiness. It could also have to do with closing out a cycle with somebody or ending a pattern. Like I said, breaking repetitions. You guys could have been living in environments that were being, what is it called, residual haunted. Like there could have been tragedy that occurred there and then just this residual energy. So I feel like that residual energy is being healed. There's something about your guys' energy that's very healing. Okay, and you guys are healing financial blockages. Anywhere where you were feeling like you were not going to be financially okay, God is making sure that you guys have more than enough. Like enough to actually save. So you're being called to not splurge your money at this time, to save it. Okay, I'm going to cut the deck and then we're going to see what we have here. But yeah, I was definitely getting, for a lot of you guys, you're going to be experiencing a financial career upgrade in the dead set of winter. So from like now, it could be from now to the end of February. Okay, this increase does have to do with Yule. I think that we're in Yule right now. Let me just check what the dates for Yule are. Oh my goodness. Okay, so Sunday, December 21st through January 1st. So we are in the middle of Yule, literally. Okay, and then let me just ask one more question. Okay, so the full moon was on December 4th. I don't think that was a date that I wrote down, but that was the cold moon. Okay, there was something that was shifting at that time as well. So I'm just going to write for my own records. I used to think that writing your downloads down was dangerous because if somebody got a hold of them. But now I realize that even if somebody got a hold of my notebook of things I've written down, they wouldn't know how to interpret it. So I don't really have anything to worry about. Okay, but yeah, December 4th, there was a big shift that happened there as well. Okay, and that was the cold moon. That was when the moon was the biggest, the brightest, and the closest to the earth. Because it was at the end of the year. All right, let's see what we got. Seven of Swords. You have got somebody running away with their tail between their legs. Okay, have you ever heard of that saying, you guys? When somebody runs away with their tail between their legs, just like a dog, this person is now afraid of you. The thing is that they made too many bad decisions with the Five of Swords here, or the Seven of Swords, excuse me. Because again, they're holding 5 swords, but the other 2 are left behind because obviously carrying 7 swords would be like some acrobatic shit right there. See, this person does not juggle multiple situations very well. So you're dealing with somebody that knows that there's only one positive thing that there's only one thing that they can do to stop this energy from going further into motion, into creation is what I want to say. Because this, again, you're not creating supernatural disturbances. This person is with their behavior. Okay, this person could be claiming to be a Queen of Cups. They could see you as a Queen of Cups. I feel like you hold more of the energy of the Queen of Cups, but this person, you know, they're like in the Ten of Swords. This is a lot of swords for them right off the bat. You're dealing with somebody that is feeling victimized after they tried to put some spiritual juju on you. Now this person feels victimized. Like, oh, you fought back or you stood up for yourself. And so this person cannot believe that you are able to avoid tragedy here. So let me just ask a couple questions. Who is this person? Is this person a family member? No, it's not a family member. Is this person the family member of a loved one? For some of you, it is, okay? Ace of Wands. Okay, is this person an ex? For some of you, it's an ex. For some of you, it's an ex-friend. The Ace of Wands is all about fertility. You could be beginning a new project. You could be literally starting a new business. I just heard building a new firm. Maybe you're joining a new company, or you're joining other like-minded people. Whatever this is that you're working on, it's positive, okay? You could be working on healing your family lineage, healing from genetic curses. What I'm getting is that right now, you being in this really positive, high vibrational energy is showing me that you have a lot of things available for you. It's like, what do you really want? That's what you need to be asking yourself. Out of life, if you only have this amount of energy to devote to everything, welcome in, Huggins. If you only have a certain amount of energy to devote to something, what do you want to work on? Do you want to work on having a good relationship sexually, spiritually, emotionally, romantically? Do you want to work? Because the Seven of Wands came out, which is showing me that somebody else is competing for your resources and for your time and for your energy. Okay, I can tell you right off the bat that this person that you're dealing with, they want you to give them consent to do something. And you've not given this person consent to mess with your fertility, your abundance. Okay. This is why you're having some type of breakthrough, because this person is bottoming out. They don't have the energy to continue to compete with you. I do feel like the Seven of Swords is your energy. You had to defend yourself from this person in the past. And now they feel they're retreating. But they're retreating only because they're being literally gang stalked by the spiritual realm. They thought that it was all funny to have you gang stalked and to conspire with groups of people to watch you. And now it's not so funny when it's being done to them. But it's being done in the spirit. Like, this person could have physical people stalking them, but I don't think that they're that important. So this person, their projects and their plans are, this person that's trying to compete with you, their projects are in jeopardy. First of all, they don't have an aspect into your life. They don't know how to figure out what you're working on. Confirmation. They don't know what you're working on. And so this person, as far as trying to block you, this person is acting like they've martyred themselves and like they're some type of saint. When everybody that knows this person knows that that is not the case. This person loves to play the victim. They're acting like you victimize them because you're a high priestess. Your intuitive abilities. This is somebody that's saying that you got your psychic gifts by doing witchcraft, that you got everything by doing witchcraft. I mean, that's what this person resorts to. You don't even do that type of shit. And what some people consider witchcraft, I consider witchcraft to be basically people that abuse their spiritual power to put hexes on people or to mess with their free will, to make them fall in love with somebody. That's what I think witchcraft is. But again, like, if you burn herbs and pray and read psalms and stuff, I don't think that that's witchcraft, even though it's considered hoodoo. Okay, so basically somebody is trying to, I think that somebody tried to rebuke you and they're being rebuked, literally. This person was trying to disturb y'all's peace. They're a habitual peace destroyer, whoever this person is from your past. Yeah, they don't want you entering into the energy of the star, because if you're in this energy, it means you've moved forward and they cannot pull off of you. They cannot drain you. They cannot be a strain on you. They cannot pressure you in any type of way. You guys are being liberated from something that was extremely oppressive. This person that is acting like you victimized them after they came for your throat and then your ancestors smacked their ass out. Also, you guys are getting more attractive. As the days go by, you guys become more beautiful, more attractive, more handsome, however you want to look at that. Somebody is seeing you as being very, very beautiful and attractive, and it's got somebody feeling very insecure, okay? They feel like they're not enough because you're able to show your face to the world and be your authentic self. It makes this person feel like they're not enough. And I feel like this person just needs to stay in their own lane. They need to stop trying to be this, like this person's trying to be a dark high priestess or high priest in the reverse. Okay. They don't have authentic gifts and abilities. If this person did, they would have noticed that you could see right through them. And this is why you denied this person access to your energy. You could have literally said no to them, or you could have just canceled and rebuked them. You know, you could have just been like, whoever's energy this is, I cancel and rebuke them. And whatever prayer you did has wiped, look at this. Look at this. That's wiped the shit out of this person. Okay? This person has crashed out. They're like having a major fall right now. And they definitely don't want you to know. This person can barely pay their bills. They definitely cannot keep up with you. If you're moving around and going in different directions and visiting new places, this person cannot go with you. You know, they're pissed off because you have the Four of Wands energy here. You've finished a goal or a project. Okay? That's been long overdue, that you've been working on. Yeah, as within, so without. Exactly. You finished something. This could be creating a new business. It could be working on your home. It could be cleaning, renovating, taking spiritual baths, just taking better care of your spiritual hygiene. I'm getting a lot of energy coming in through the higher chakras at this time. So the energy of the star really feels like it's coming in through the higher chakras, which is opening your third eye. Some of you could be seeing spirits, and the things that you're seeing are not there to hurt you. You have to understand that we have both light and dark. Well, the majority of us have light and dark spirit guides, okay? And we have lifetimes where we've been everything from somebody that's like Jesus to somebody that's like Judas, okay? For example. We've had lifetimes on both ends of the spectrum. So the good thing about this lifetime is that we're given another opportunity to resolve whatever residual karma, aka repetitive pattern, that our energy has been creating. And so it's a blessing to be able to conclude something. This is you working on the ascension of this planet and Christ consciousness and meditating is really helping you at this time. You could feel very invigorated and excited about these new opportunities that are headed your way. I'm really excited about it. I feel like there's a major breakthrough that's just occurred, and I feel like the energy is still shifting, but this person, they're out of control. Like they have completely lost control of everything in their reality. And this person also is blaming God and blaming you, okay, for something. Because they're being haunted and they're being gang stalked by negative entities and scary shit. Literally, this person is being tormented by demons, and they're seeing you gain access to the world and move on your happily little way, and it's driving this person absolutely crazy. They feel like you achieving a goal and meeting a milestone, because this person was slandering you to people. So now that you have completed something, or you've healed something, or you've ended a cycle, you began something new, this person, nobody wants to listen to them. Okay. Nobody wants to hear what they're saying. It's been proven that you are not a slut or whatever this person was going on about. And I do get that they're being very degrading because they want to break you down. This is for all signs. Yeah. They want to break y'all down because of the way that you look. Okay. Because of your attractive. And you could be like, I don't even think I'm beautiful. Your spirit is beautiful. You have attractive energy. You're very magnetic at this time. A lot of you guys could be about to purchase a new home, about to move across cities. Maybe you're going to move to a new position. That could be part of what this career upgrade was that I was picking up on. But I do feel like it's more of your thoughts and beliefs that are upgrading. It's like you're releasing that old way of viewing things the way that your parents did, the way that their parents did, those old patterns, like the ending of repetitive cycles and patterns. You guys are breaking free of that, which means that you mastered something when it comes to your own emotions. Yes, this reading is for the whole collective. So basically, you just pick through the messages and use your intuition, and whatever resonates will stay with you, and what doesn't will be for somebody else. So yeah, you guys are also entering into a period of happiness. This person is most angry about you being seen as a high priestess, as an intuitive being, your guidance being trusted because you actually are being led by the star. Okay, you could look at that as like the northern star. You are being led on a divine mission, and you're completing projects and goals that have been put aside because this person from your past was trying to distract you with witchcraft, with sending spells and energies your way, and you prayed it out of your energy. You broke off something. I mean, this person is completely screwed. They were definitely trying to spy on you with magic, and that backfired. If anybody trying to get your location at this time, they need to mind their own business. If this person would have invested the amount of time and energy that they invested in gang stalking you into themselves, this person would be a whole different person. But they're still going to be the same ass nothing having bitch that they've always been, because they do the same things. They always invest in trying to spy and trying to compete and all of this dumb shit that's just unnecessary. You're over here getting justice, though, literally. Okay, this justice is yours. Nobody can take that away from you. Also, this person was being very unfair. Now they're acting like a victim. This is like somebody that, you know what, it's giving me like little dog, big dog syndrome. Like you're the big dog, they're the little dog. They can come yap up in your face. But then the moment that that fence is not there, that dog is like putting its tail between its leg and running away. That's like literally what I'm picking up here. So I don't know why they're showing me that, but it feels like it has to do with, you know, how this person's behaving like a dog, like literally like a bitch. And Karen was one of the names, but I was like, this person could be a Karen. I just heard the HOA, Queen of Pentacles. So you're getting justice so you can remain this abundant, free, thriving person, somebody who is generous and kind. You could be into politics, or you could be getting a job in the government, or you could just like literally be into humanitarianism. Whatever this is that you like to invest in, it's a good idea. I feel like you're going to get a lot of return from whatever this idea is that you have. This is what this person is trying to figure out. They want to know. That's too many cards at once, Spirit. They want to know how they can sabotage your happiness. And so this person doesn't understand that happiness comes from within. They can't jump inside your body as much as they would love to wear your skin. This person cannot jump inside your body and think your thoughts for you. Okay? They don't have that type of power. And I would like to come across somebody that does have that type of power. This person wants to dictate the outcome of your life while they're over here wasting their own. Like you're dealing with somebody that is obsessed with you. They're literally, and I just had like a flashback energy to when I was younger. Oh my God. And I was in such an illusion. I was under witchcraft. So this person could be under witchcraft. Their witchcraft could have backfired. That could be one reason that literally that they are obsessed with you, because they wanted you to not ever let go of them. Since you released this person, you've been doing nothing but succeeding. And so you have to look at that and be like, okay, was I the problem? Since this person was trying to drag you down, trying to drag you to hell, since you have not been conspiring with them, working with them, speaking with them, and they've still been watching you, you have been ascending, literally. Y'all have been ascending. Thank you so much, Phoenix Empress. You guys have been ascending. That is too many cards. Oh my God, so many just fell on the ground. Let me see what these are. Why these just fell this way. There is no coincidence why these just literally fell this way. So we're going to look at them, even though it's a lot of cards. Okay, what are you trying to say? Dang. Okay, I get it. So this person that you're dealing with, this ex-friend, ex-coworker, ex-hater, ex-boss, ex-manager, they're in the Five of Swords in the reverse, okay? The outcome to their problems is definitely uncertain. This is the way this person feels. Like they feel like they're juggling things. It says this card represents a loss of nerve, indecision, weakness, That's what I'm talking about. Tail between the legs and running away like a scared little dog. This card represents a loss of nerve, indecision, weakness, inability to adapt to change, and a retreat into stereotypical thinking. You could be dealing with somebody that's very stereotypical. Also, this person, other people are taking advantage of this person and they're blaming you for that. Like, you're not over here living this person's life for them, okay? It says that putting work above your own needs will hurt you. This person could be overworking themselves, or they could just be doing too much witchcraft. Then we have the Nine of Swords in the reverse. Now, this card is not a positive card. Like, whether it's in the upright or in the reverse, it's still a bad card. So the reason that this person's in the position they're in is because their priorities are dangerously out of balance, even though things appear to be going well. This person is dealing with some type of scandal in the background, okay? They have a loss of innocence. They enter into a world where people play for keeps. Somebody is trying to literally strip something from this person, and it's their karma for coming for you. And I do get that they're being paranormally haunted by paranormal activity type stuff. It says that also, not for the weak or cautious. You say this person is on a self-destructive path. They're doing this to themselves, okay? Even though they know that's clearly the wrong thing to do, this person's causing their own pain. They also are dealing with somebody that is younger, somebody that doesn't have much to offer, you know? Yes. Yeah, absolutely. This person has a lot to offer. This is like the front that they're putting out there, that they have a lot to offer. But this is what I'm getting. This person only has something that is deceiving. Okay. It says, do not put your trust in this man or woman or your heart, because they're going to break it. This person already has the intention, even before they come in to do something mean to you. Then this Eight of Cups in the reverse, again, this is not really it's a good card for you because this person's having to retreat. But as far as it being a good card for themselves, this is talking about a relentless pursuit of money, financial problems. So while you're getting financial breakthroughs, this person is getting financial issues. They're getting karma. That's what a financial issue is, basically. It says a new lover, rekindled romance may just be an illusion of happiness. This person could have just gotten back with somebody that was very violent towards them, or like domestic V. And again, if any of you guys are going through that, please seek help. But yeah, this person is like also blaming you for that. They're blaming you. They're trying to use you as an scapegoat, and it's not working. People are like, what does the collective have to do with your relationship? Also, you know, these people have lost something that's real. They lost you. They lost somebody that was a real, legit homie. Okay? They lost something that was actually real. By doing this conspiracy against you, this person really lost. Also, I'm seeing that money's not going to make these people happy. They don't, but telling them that, like, they have to actually learn that themselves. And then I don't know why it's coming through as younger energies, but we have the Page of Cups, which is somebody that's very superficial. Then we have and it was in the reverse. We have the Page of Wands in the reverse. This is somebody that's extremely boring and they like to be very dominant. This person could be into dominatrix. Whoever this younger person is. They want to dominate the field of something that you're already in. Okay. And these people are behaving like this because they've just recently lost a 10 of Pentacles, the 10 of Pentacles in the reverse, which is saying that be warned that wealth can bring a whole new set of problems. What I'm getting is that these people were acting like they had it, fake flexing. And the reason that they cannot pay their bills is because they owe too much debt. They owe spiritual debt, and physical debt. Okay, these people were trying to take shortcuts and they were trying to steal something from you. This is why this person is failing. Okay, financial loss, gambling losses. Do not take shortcuts. Literally, avoid temporary fixes to financial problems. These people seriously need to stop trying to use you as a way to gain finances. I'm so sick of these people. Moochy as fuck, like literally. No. No. Literally, these people are being told to not invest in the stock market and to save their freaking money because they're about to lose it all if they haven't already. And I get that these people, the reason that they're in the Ten of Swords whining and bitching and moaning is because they actually have lost it all. Whatever they were given as an inheritance, these people spent already. They also were spending money that they were not making. And how the hell do you do that? I don't know. Getting loans? Is it through loan, Spirit? No, it's not through loans. It's through something else that's like that. Taking gambling losses. Like literally whatever they did was a huge gamble. Maybe these people are trying to sell real estate, or they're trying to get people to buy timeshares, or I don't know what this scam is, but it's some type of scam for like a 10 of Pentacles, which would be like a house. Yeah, you're being told to continue down the path that you're already on. These people, they tried to take a shortcut and push you out of something that they didn't have their feet fully in. And so this person is like very envious of you guys being in the Queen of Pentacles position, and this person may come forward and ask you to lend them something. I would not give this person any money, because they're going to go straight to paying this fucking practitioner. They pay this practitioner quite often. This is why they're having supernatural occurrences. These people could have had to leave a home because it became possessed and haunted, okay? When I say paranormal activity, think of that movie. I think it was called Paranormal Activity, where that girl is sleeping in bed randomly and they put the cameras up and this demon thing comes and grabs her by the ankle and pulls her ass down the hallway. These people are dealing with something similar to that. Now, it could be, I mean, I'm literally hearing that it could be one of these things that's called a Dybbuk. Okay, they're like a Jewish demon that people will usually, if they can, it's usually something that harms children. And these people showing up as the younger energies, the Page of Swords, the Spy energy, the Page of Cups in the reverse, the Page of Wands in the reverse. These people are too young. Like they're not spirit. They don't have spiritual groundedness, not enough to do whatever this is that they're attempting to pull off. And so this is why they've got some type of very abusive entity. It's abusive towards children. It's kind of like how it mainly targets children, but I'm not getting that it's it. This is like something else. It's something that's really old. Okay. And it appears as an old woman. These people are seeing this thing in their house and they're running away with their tail between their legs while they're blaming you. Like how could you go and haunt this person's house? This is why this person is illogical. You're not over there haunting this person's house for them. Okay. This is something that is happening to them as a side effect because of what they were trying to do to y'all. And that's crazy to me. The Hierophant. There is not a judge that's going to be like, oh yeah, you don't have to pay your rent. You don't have to like pay what is it? When you sign a lease, don't you have to pay to get out of that lease? Welcome in, Tiffany. But welcome in, Susan. That's what I'm literally getting. Like literally. And again, if this person is not actually a young person, they could just be very immature. You know, I've known people that are like 80 years old that still think like a 13-year-old. So this Hierophant energy is like basically enforcing the rules. These people, if they want to get out of this lease that they're in, wherever they're staying at, they've got to pay a fine, and they don't have the money for that. These people do not have the money to move or to invest in this real estate scam. So just be aware that if you're getting hit up by companies that want you to do seminars or whatever, like attend a seminar and get a timeshare, whatever this is some type of scam. And this scam was a gamble. It's supposed to take money invested over a long period of time. And they're basically, what I can see that they're doing is they're trying to move the money and make it look like it was a breach of contract or something. Like they're doing something really weird. Okay. There may be police that have to enforce this code of living. Again, they can blame you as much as they want, but you're not the one that was doing witchcraft. They were. This Chariot energy is showing me that you guys are overcoming something really big here. You're moving forward. These people really need to focus on the spiritual war that they are fighting, because you're not fighting it. You being in the High Priestess and the Star, one next to another, the Four of Wands, the World, and the Justice, you are not fighting no war. These people are. They started a war with you, and they started a war with God. Point blank period. And with your ancestors. Oh, thank you. Three Dencarta. They called it on you, but you couldn't have its way. Exactly. And now it's after them. That's exactly what's happening. Now these people can't get rid of the attachment. This is why I will always tell you, if you don't know how to summon, don't conjure it. If you don't know how to get rid of it. I mean, that's absolutely scary. I'm also hearing that these people could have gone to somebody that was in the Appalachian Mountains, like for spiritual work, and that is also backfiring. Now, I don't know what goes on in old Appalachia, but I do know that it's a lot of paranormal, supernatural haints are like old ghosts that don't know that they're dead, that are from like the Civil War, or what was the war before that with England? What was that one called? They could be like literally really, really old, or even from the times when people were being moonshiners and out and prohibition time. I'm like literally getting that they're experiencing haints over there, which is like a haunting that does not go away, because the Appalachian Mountains, there's something extremely supernatural about that place. So whoever they went to go see there, in a perfect world, this magic would have gone through had they done it on anybody else but like you and the other chosen people on the planet. Like, that's literally what I'm seeing here. And they were warned that this could possibly backfire. And if it backfires, then these people would be haunted. Rockland County, is NY, New York. Harriman State Park. Interesting. Yeah. Very interesting. So literally, just be aware that these people are already on the scheming type of bullshit. And I do feel somebody older mixed in with this. Like, there was somebody that's older that trained these people and gave these younger people, or these very immature people, again, very, very financially insecure. These are the type of people that take major risks without doing proper investigation. Like, they will be like jumping on an idea that they think sounds good, rather than looking for what they should be doing that could also make money. So this person sees you still being financially successful, and they also see that you've gone through some type of rebirth. Ace of Pentacles. They see that God is still giving to you, that God is still good to you, that your money is in the upright, your money is not looking funny. Even if you don't have a lot of money like left over, you still can pay your bills, and you still made it through this tough time, and you still have food. Okay. You guys are not the people that are complaining because the SNAP benefits are out, or they're not, whatever, with the food stamps. It's called SNAP, isn't it? So anyways, if it's not, you'll have to let me know what it's called. But you guys have always been able to provide for yourself because you rely on the Most High. You rely on your spiritual connection and that moral energy that comes from helping the public and helping yourself in a positive way. Okay? So I do feel like you guys are here to lead the way for other people, but some people, it's not your job to fix everybody. Some people you can't fix. They have to go through the experiences that they have to go through, you know? Yeah, I do believe that literally that these people have created some type of scam. I don't know if it's a con. I mean, con is kind of like the same thing, isn't it? But yeah, these people created some type of money scam to where it gets people to invest, and then, you know, it's like what I was saying, a breach of some type of contract. So just be aware. If you're being solicited, if you're being solicited literally by something that's like a timeshare thing, you may just want to be aware that that may not be legit. Also, the Appalachian energy, that is causing a disturbance in these people's lives. The King of Swords is what just come out. So when we see the King of Swords, especially the Hierophant, the Chariot, and the King of Swords, there is somebody coming down on these people really hard. Like I was saying, you know, they can tell their landlord that the property is haunted, but the property was not initially haunted when these people moved into it. It's literally, oh, thank you. Happy Sunday to you as well. You know, it's like the property was not haunted when these people moved into it. It's only since they've been living there and what they were doing on the property, aka doing witchcraft, which is opening portals. This is why these people are not having a good time. Because it's literally, now the property is haunted, absolutely, but they're going to have to explain that to their realtor or their not realtor. So maybe these people are trying to sell the haunted property. That's stupid. These people need an exorcism. Okay, these people are not religious or Catholic or anything like that, but they seriously need somebody to cast this thing that's attached to them out, because this thing is not attaching to you. Like, you are protected. These people, they're not protected. They don't have the same type of protection. They also are not being protected in the courts. If this was like a court case, you know, that they're having to answer to why they gambled everything away. I mean, people can do whatever the fuck they want with their money, to be honest. And this is the freedom that you have. Literally, you can do whatever. Yeah, they're going to follow them wherever they go. Exactly. This is what I'm literally picking up. These people could move, but the ghosts are going to continue to follow them, because it's not so much the property. Yes, these bad things were done in the property, but it's not so much the property that's haunted. It's them. It's literally them. And they don't understand that yet, because they still think that magic is a fucking game and that voodoo is a joke. Like, these people do not subscribe to these religions or these methods of spirituality. They just like to abuse them. And so this is all backfiring in such an epic way. And you saw through these people. You literally saw through their messages when they were messaging you. You saw through these people when you knew them. And you were like, yeah, no, there's something's not right with that person. 9 of Cups. See, you're over here getting your wishes fulfilled and your deepest desires granted. And these people see that and they're like, wait, I thought I did the switcheroo, you know? Amateurs should not practice witchcraft. I agree with that. I mean, if these people would have just done spells to love themselves or make their lives better instead of doing spells on your finances, which is specifically what they've been attacking. Like, they don't want you to be social. They don't want you to be known. They don't want you to have financial well-being, and they don't want you to feel safe financially. These people feel like you deserve to be in poverty, and God does not agree with them. And so that's why this is not happening. This is basically happening for them. You know, they also, you know, this is why I think that having financial freedom is better than being extremely wealthy, because when you have this extreme overabundance of resources, people will come for it. You know, they'll try to find a reason to see it, like, just like the celebrities, you know, they'll try to find a reason to come for somebody, like, just because they have money. And not only that, once you obtain the money, if you keep the old mindset of being broke and impoverished, but you obtain, like, let's say you win the lottery and you obtain the money, then you're going to blow through that money really quick and not invest it into things that could actually bring you a profit. Without changing the mindset and your vibration and what you're creating, you'll end up in the same circumstance that you were in when you needed to win the lottery the first time. This is why it's just better to, like, be natural. It's better to just save some money, put some away, and you know, and I'm not telling anybody how to live their life. If you've got it like that to where you can go buy bags upon bags upon bags and you have endless amounts of resources, do whatever you want with it. But, like, literally what I'm seeing is that these people, they want to live that fast life, that fast, luxurious, flashy life, okay? Because they believe that these name brands and these, I want to say, like, is it like an ideology? It's not really an ideology, but this way of thinking, they believe that this fast life energy is the most fun. That's why these people are behaving like this, you know? And so, yeah, so they're basically desperate right now. This is why I was feeling like you're getting justice and financial stability while they're being told no. And not only that, whatever this scam is that they were trying to push, if they were trying to steal, I feel like part of this scam has to do with once they get you to whatever this conference room is, they collect everything about your identity and then they sell that shit. That's what I'm getting that these people are into. And then they try to get you to invest, and you're investing in a system that by the time the police are onto the scam, they will have moved the money out of whatever system it's in. So this program or system that they've created already has a flaw that's been put into it from the very beginning so that the system could be cheated, if that makes that sense. Yeah, God won't allow them to have money, though. People are not investing in this stupid idea. Five of Cups. These people are in deep regret. Only because this King of Swords is putting them up under judgment. I mean, what did they think was going to happen? Collecting people's identity and information and all of their tax information and like everything that you would need to basically invest in a property, kind of like a background check. These people have collected all of this information and they're selling it on the dark web. And they're only looking for people that have resources. This person feels like they can just use you as a scapegoat and throw you under the bus whenever they get ready. But literally, you guys have already healed from this, and you're drawing in new beginnings. You're getting your wishes and deepest desires granted, while these people are being told no. Also, they were trying to get some type of loan taken out in y'all's name underneath your guys' social security number. You may just want to do once a year, do a check, like type in your name and your, I don't know what that check would be, to be honest, but I have done things where it's like I've listened to a video on YouTube and it tells me about how to make sure your phone is not hacked, and then you go through a measure of tests, and if it all comes out clean, then you know that like your phone and your Wi-Fi and stuff is good. Now I've done that, but I'm getting that like y'all need to just do a check to make sure that other people are not using your information to take out loans or to put you in debt, because that's what these people their intention is. And they're trying to hack into devices, not just yours, but many, like these people have some type of technology machine that they can type people's phone numbers into, and then they try to get other information off of that phone number, like maybe a URL or an IP address or some other shit or a name. They're trying to get other information off of that. And so, yeah, these people are criminals. Dang. Three of Cups. And they see you over here being extremely abundant, being able to celebrate, being able to enjoy the resources that you have. You guys are working very hard here. This is what will never make sense to me when you're dealing with people that like to scam and cheat. How can they be mad because you are getting paid for hard time and efforts and work that you've already put in? Like, that's crazy to me. I would never, if somebody went and worked a 9 to 5, I would not argue with their boss and try to tell their boss not to give them a paycheck. This is why people need to stop being delusional. Time is money. Since we cannot get time back, unless we, in the future turn into people that can control time. Since we cannot get time back, our time is our money. And so that it has to be looked at that way. This world, if the world's going to continue to charge everybody for shit that's free on this planet, like literally, I could see somebody trying to charge us for oxygen in the future. But like, electricity and stuff like that. The thing is that you still have a good harvest. This harvest that you're enjoying now was something that was marked in August. Okay. There was like a moon or something that came in August that ensured that you would be in the Three of Cups now. And if you go back to the videos that are from August, I'm sure all of them are talking about this harvest that you are abundantly experiencing. And so this is also the time for you to make fun, successful relationships and to develop yourself in your career and in your goals and to do what makes you happy. Okay. Because you are going to be abundant. A lot of you guys are very creative people, and there's other people that want to jump into what you're doing and take 50% of it. Okay. It's like that pimping somebody out energy, you know? And the thing is that some of you guys are rising in whatever this company is much faster than anticipated. And these people feel like you're stepping on their toes. They're actually grieving because you're having a good life. Yeah, you guys could work well with others. And so you're very popular at this time. Whoever's upset because you're beautiful and attractive, they need to move past that. Because they're still only looking at the surface. You know what I mean? No, it's not too late to ask a question. But yeah, these people are still only looking at the surface. They're looking at how things look in your life. They don't look at all of the things that you've gone through and how you've had to overcome. They don't look at the fact that you've been working your ass off for years now. They don't look at the fact that you went to school and got an education. They're only looking at the result of the effect of what your hard work produces. And then they're feeling like they can copy that, replicate it, or just scam people out of their resources. And they think that you're stupid. This is ridiculous. How could somebody, if you're so stupid, like they say, how come you're the one with the divine soul contract with the Most High God? If you're such an idiot, why would God trust you? This is what these people need to be asking themselves. Why they hate you is because of your anointing. They see the specialness in you that everybody else saw growing up. And this is why these people are acting like the majority of everybody else that you experienced growing up. Being chosen, it's not easy. It's because you're made for something better. You've had many lifetimes, like so many lifetimes where you have trampled down your enemies, these types of people. Where they've been in debt to you, okay? And this lifetime, these people want to come up. They don't want to be in debt to you anymore. They're like, when can we get free of this karma? And all they needed to do was leave you alone. Ooh, okay. What is the universe preparing you for that you don't see yet? All right, let's see. So I'm just going to collect these cards here, because I feel like I do want to use the tarot. And I also want to use the oracle deck. So what I'm hearing is that you're being prepared to basically go through a mass ascension. This is like not just stepping through a portal like a 12-12 portal. This is like the outcome of all of the portals accumulating together and building up. So also, whatever these abilities are that you have that are coming to the forefront, it's just like the time for you to tap in and use them to create something new. Because it feels like, you know, your gifts have always been working on some type of level, but now that all of these, like, let's say that every time a portal goes by, a 10-10, a 12-12, a 9-9 portal, that you are releasing something. Like every time that you go through one of the, it's like a snake shedding its skin. Okay, so if we look at it that way, it's like you're shedding something of yourself from the past, and then something new emerges. And this new growth is what propels you forward, basically. So when you add up all of these things that you've released already, you know, what it's basically doing, it's preparing you to transform completely. And this transformation is in the physical, but it's more in the higher dimensions. It's more of that, well, I want to say it's like going beyond integrating the ego. Interesting. Okay, so I just pulled this card and it's talking about a love spell. So look, you're going to avoid this. Whatever this love spell is, damn. Somebody has tried to send some shit just recently. So let me ask another question, because it feels like you're no longer in the space to receive this magic. That's what I'm feeling. It's like you were in a certain spot, feeling kind of stuck for a minute, and it was keeping you bound to whatever this energy is. There is somebody that is completely obsessed with you, Phoenix. There is somebody completely obsessed. Holy shit. Yeah, this person that's obsessed with you is confused. They also wanted you in this purgatory. It's like being stuck. They wanted you in this purgatory energy. This is somebody that betrayed you. Okay? They still plan to betray you, but you're not confused about this person and you're not confused by this spell. It feels like with all of these, you going through these portals, this person could not come with you. You either walked away from them, dumped them, cut them off, or told them that you didn't want to work with them anymore. Yes, exactly. The magic does not work, especially now. And I literally am picking up that it wasn't really working the way that it was supposed to work anyways in the past. So you're dealing with somebody that's heart chakra is like, they may have a heart attack. This is why love magic is so dangerous and you don't know the effects. This person might want to be mindful about that. Okay, so they betrayed you. They wanted you to come back. Okay, well, basically though, you going through these portals has caused you to go through a major transformation, kind of like a rebirth or an ascension, to where now this energy, when they try to do the same thing, it doesn't work. It doesn't work at all. It's actually blocking this person that's doing it. Yeah, because you have literally what I was saying, healed. You've gone through a healing, a rebirth, transmutation, transference. You also are in your birthright. This is another reason why the magic is not working. Interesting. So who the hell is this person? Somebody that's really triggered and angry and salty. They could be super pressed about you being able to move forward. This person is like very wrathful. They're pissed off. I mean, they're upset that not only you're in your birthright, because this person was trying to negotiate with the universe to keep you away from having something. Now they're not able to negotiate with anyone. Well, that was a bad idea. This was a horrible idea for this person. Okay, let me just check one thing with the past life deck, because I want to see if this is because of a past life. Like, why is this person not leaving you alone? Why are they coming up in the energy? I feel like you have healed a major issue that was going on that was blocking you in the past. You've literally transformed. This is why this person cannot touch you. And I feel like this person has been following you. Okay. So yeah, this first card is talking about group living situation. Okay, this other lifetime where you encountered this person. This person was a part of your tribe, or this was a part of a cult. Your identity was a guru or an idol. Confirmation, geez. Love was separated by distance. So this person still feels like, this is why I'm not understanding why they're doing this. This person could very well have a mental illness. I get that the lesson with this person is about forgiveness. Okay, it's forgiving them for what they've been trying to do, but it's also forgiving yourself, because you cut this person off at the correct time. This person was some type of, I don't know if they're like a male shaman or something, or maybe this is another life. Let's see. They're up under judgment. Holy shit. Holy shit. Judgment, the first card. Dang. KPC. Is it that KPC person? Yes. Oh my gosh, you're so intuitive. This is what I'm saying. You're not confused about this person. Dang. This person is up under some heavy judgment right now. Damn. It is heavy. This is, the judgment card has forgiveness on it. I just noticed that. It literally says, if you've wronged someone, seek reconciliation and forgiveness. Forgive those who have hurt you and move on with your life. Find a new career. This person, dang, they did not want you to like move on without them. Okay. So yeah, you're just being warned not to go backwards. This person is setting some type of honey jar or honey trap. I don't know if they know that they're their own blockage. That's probably this person's main issue. They're not realizing that they're blocking themselves. Yeah, they were trying to put themselves first rather than putting, you know, what's for the highest and best good of everybody first. This person's also doing something illegal, or it's immoral. Honestly, I'm getting that this person is attracted to minors, like teenagers. That's one thing that they're doing that's immoral. Yeah, so the Five of Swords is the card that's like, you asked them to stop worshiping Satan. Yeah, good luck with that. Literally. Oh, yes. Okay, I do remember. That was a long time ago when we felt that he was trying to destiny swap with you. That was a long time ago. Yeah, this person was trying to preserve something within themselves. Now they're up under judgment for it. Damn. Funny how this all comes full circle. Yeah, the moment that you realize what he did, you stop talking to him, and this person's been trying to get you to come back. They want you to, like, literally donate your time and energy to them. Okay. This person wants your forgiveness. Forgiveness keeps coming out. They may like literally be getting hit with negative karma really bad to the point where they're like, shit, should I just ask for forgiveness? Yeah, they did this to an earth angel. They knew that you were a light worker, a starseed, a chosen one. This is why I do not feel like this person was confused. They may say that they're confused, but they were not confused when they did this shit. Okay, what else does she need to know? They were trying to compete with you. Obviously, a destiny swap is like the epitome of competition. But a man, somebody that has testicles cannot exchange a destiny with somebody that has a uterus. It is not possible. People can like straight up become transgender and change their gender, but what they cannot do is take the destiny of somebody with the opposite sex. First of all, you, even if they have the same gender, you can't steal somebody else's destiny. God is not confused about who is who. This person resorted to doing underhanded methods to try to get this destiny swipe to go through. And you're not the first person that this person has tried to do this to. He blocked you again, then added you again. Yeah, it seems like he's more up under the witchcraft than you are. Seven of Pentacles. This person is after your lucky charms. They want what comes with your destiny, the finances. They want the abundance, and they also want the community that comes with it. This person had career goals and financial plans that are now falling through, and they're experiencing what it feels like to be straight up judged. This person does not have protection right now. Exactly. When karma comes to pay a visit, this is what this person's going through. They did this to themselves. The Emperor. So you have mastered something when it came to this person. It's the art of saying no and being comfortable with saying no to people, places, and things that do not serve you. This person expected you to self-martyr, self-delete, or self-sacrifice. And because you didn't do that, they basically are up under judgment. So you were being tested. This is like you passing a test and them failing a test, all in the same breath. Where you've over here overcome something and you've learned, you've developed a relationship with God. This person no longer serves a purpose. Yes, absolutely. God does humble us when we get out of line. That's definitely true. I don't think this person ever thought that this would happen to them, though. The Hierophant, because they thought that they were the Hierophant. This person believes that they're like some type of shaman or whatever. They believe that their method of religion and spirituality makes them superior to other people. And they're finding out that God does not care about whatever type of shit they're on. This person also did not want you to be able to rescue yourself or to redeem yourself. You're dealing with the Knight of Wands energy. Somebody that was going to be fleeting no matter what. This is not a permanent energy. This is somebody that rides in whenever they get ready and they ride out whenever they get ready. Not a long-lasting person. Yeah, this person may try to contact you. I feel like they're real apologetic. You know, I mean, what can you really say to somebody after you tried to take their destiny? Oh, I'm sorry, I tried to take the outcome of your life away. Like, what? Yeah, this person was working with some type of principality, some type of power or ashe. They thought that they had, because they had gifts, they thought that they had some type of power over you. Now they're finding out that all that's happened is their magic has backfired. It's caused you to actually have an awakening and go through an ascension. And now it's leaving this person feeling brokenhearted because they actually wanted a chance with you and they're not being given any chance. There is no chance of reconciliation. Even though the judgment card says reconciliation, there is no reconciliation here. This person made too many freaking offerings at the crossroads, and now it's got them at a crossroads to where they have to make a new decision. And it has to be basically moving on without having your glory, literally. This person also needs to take actions to resolve the trouble that they're in the spiritual realm. I don't know if they what they need to do to fix it, but whatever they did, it would be better for them to undo it. Whatever they tried to do by tying a knot to you or whatever this is, they should break that knot or undo it in some type of magician. Whatever they did with magic, they need to undo it. I mean, you're going to be fine either way, but for this person to be free of the obsession of that love energy that they're feeling themselves because they tried to knot themselves to you, this person needs to undo it for themselves. Yes. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Institution or something. Yeah, he is absolutely a part of some type of group. But he did this by himself. Whatever this spell was, this was done just by him, is what I'm getting. This love spell that I'm looking at, Michael, this love spell that I'm looking at, was this done just by this man, or was this done by a group of people? Because he's definitely attached to a group of people. It feels like the magic is affecting him the worst out of everybody.
Just one.
Just one person.
Just one person in that group.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, just one person. Devil worshippers, exactly. So yeah, it would benefit this person to undo it. Like, I'm not even joking. And this is why people that do spells especially when it comes to cording or knotting things together, it's with the intention to bind something. Binding is never good. Binding should only be used in extreme cases, and even then, it still can backfire. This person's experiencing a backfire that's unavoidable. But they did work with one person in this group of people. And maybe they got this spell from that one person. They need to go back to that one person and ask that one person what to do to resolve this energy, because it's obviously not affecting you. And not only that, this person's being depleted of their life force. Like, I'm literally feeling whatever this thing they tried to attach is draining them. 5 of Pentacles. That is such double confirmation. And this person's being booted out, literally. They're being drained the fuck out. Wow. Now this person, like, this is the type of person that would throw a rock, hide their hand, and then cry wolf. Literally. Okay, so just know that moving forward, whatever this energy is, it's being broken. Not for this person, but it's being broken over your life. Like, I am literally getting that, magic is kind of like having spaghetti, throwing it at the wall and seeing what sticks. Because you've gone through these portals of ascension. You're not in the same position that you were when you first knew this person, okay? When they first started doing this manipulation. This is why it's not affecting you like it was. Robbery and theft, poverty. This is dead ass on. This is dead on, accurate. Money hungry, greedy. It's this person's attitude as well. They feel like using spirituality to gain literally everything, okay? But what they consider spirituality to be is like witchcraft, basically. And then I also just saw like Frankenstein's monster in my head. Yes, we return the energy back to sender and we call bullshit on this person. This is why they're being haunted. Hell no, they should not have tried to steal something from you. I also get that this person feels like they still can steal something from you, and this is why your ancestors are not letting this person just walk away. Your ancestors and these warrior death angels. Tamatiel, Arakiel, Mangoriel, Bequariel, Aremiel, you're being protected. This Vecloriel, Dariel, this person is not protected. This is why their life is open to any attack. Any attack that somebody else sends to this person will take them out. Their life is basically open to being attacked. I do feel like this person could be a past life enemy. Let me just look at the past life deck again and see if anything pops out. Because there was that one life where you were actually some type of guru and this person was trying to steal from you then. It's like, holy shit. Again, wow, this one is sticking out. Reign of Terror, a revolution. Interesting. War, uprising. Reign of Terror. Wealthy elite. This lifetime was in Russia. The trauma was betrayal, which actually did come out in the deck. The lesson is overcoming fear. The time frame is the age of discovery. Yeah, this is a prophet-led faith. Okay. So basically you were a prophet. This is actually making sense to me. Why this person thinks that they can get away with shit like this is because they think that they're doing this to a fool. Somebody, like most of the people considered the prophets to be fools. Until they die, basically. And then all of a sudden they were these wise beings. But before that, they were people that deserved to be crucified. That's why, like, seriously, you know how the Romans persecuted the Christians at the very beginning before they turned to Christianity? They were like literally torturing people to reverse back into paganism from Christianity, which is crazy. And I'm getting that you were around at these times on the planet where there were big religious transitions. Okay. So, you know, you had a lifetime also in Asia. You were forced to convert to another religion in Asia and you didn't convert. The lesson is prophecy and gifts. Dude, I couldn't even make this shit up. Like, this is literally legit what just keeps coming out. So this is about, and I have chills. This is about your prophecy and gifts. The way you passed away in this life, this other lifetime was through dehydration. And you were a child. What did I say about this person being attracted to minors? This is like seriously some type of cycle that is on repeat. And yeah, nature worship. And what I was just saying about paganism, literally, you being a prophet, them forcing people to commit to either go. There was a time where they were forcing people to not become Christians. And then when they adopted Christianity, then they were forcing everybody to become Christians. So it's just like, it's just crazy. Because Jesus was never a part of Christianity. Like, Christianity developed after Jesus. But I'm getting that you were even here before Jesus came to the planet. So now that you know a little bit more about this enemy and why they've been following you through the lifetimes, it has to do with prophecy and your gift. It is insane. It has to do with prophecy and your gifts and abilities. You being a major influence. You being somebody that's recognized, revered, okay? Another one just came forward. Location, jungle. Death was animal attack. I feel like this person died from an animal attack. Air disaster. That looks like a meteorite shower. Interesting. So I feel like this person, this was the early Stone Age. His lesson was hubris, yet again. Okay, so his lesson obviously is going to be hubris over and over again. Your lesson is basically learning to forgive yourself and to let it go, and to know that when you operate from your birthright, which was one of these cards that I pulled, when you're operating from your birthright, nobody can touch you. Even if there's like many lifetimes of past life karmic behavior, this person's love magic did not touch you. They're in the tower because they thought that you were such a fool. This person is being casted out of that tower. That's like a natural disaster, literally. And now this person's being stolen from. And I think it's ironic because they got this spell from somebody in this group that they belong to, and this person basically set them up. They did not tell them, oh, this shit could backfire and it could not work. Yeah, you defended yourself correctly. Even though you may feel like, okay, cutting them off randomly out of nowhere was extreme, it's not. You protecting your peace is the most important thing here. Not allowing other people to just play with your energy and play in your energy whenever they get ready to. That is not the type of time that we're on today. You've gone through so many ascension portals, this person cannot jump through. Yeah, this person wanted to be a friend, a follower, a colleague, an associate, a partner. They still want to partner with you, but you know, it's in the spiritual realm. And you're not accepting bum behavior. Literally, temperance. You've shown Archangel Michael that you deserve this protection. This is why things are being balanced out in your favor. So you're just being told that this destiny swipe shit was a bad idea for them to do. I don't feel like the person that gave this person the love spell had anything to do with the destiny swipe shit. I feel like that's a past life lesson. Like this person was trying to steal your destiny in other lifetimes. And the initial karma that brought you guys together has been resolved, but all of this extra shit just needs to be cleared. Yeah, they were doing something with marine spirits. Okay. You could have been feeling like being around this person's energy was almost like drowning. This person thinks that they can have a reconciliation with you. No. You're not going to reconcile with this person. They don't have any. This person doesn't have anything to teach you, Phoenix. Literally. This person does not have anything that they can teach you. I'm seeing 444. Because they're a trickster. Mischief. A joker. This fool thought that they were smarter than you. Damn, that's stupid. They also thought because you were a woman that you would be easier to dominate, and now they're finding out that like they're the ones that's obsessed. They will not let your energy go. Foolishness. Yeah, this person was after your fate and destiny, your luck, your fortune, your divine timing. The thing is that they don't have access to your Akashic records, so they're just acting from impulses from these lifetimes. Yes, I'm thankful for everything that you've been through too, because literally it's taught you how to shield yourself and to call on protection, and you are being protected. This person is not, they're not breaking through your energy. They're about to be restricted from whatever this shamanic practice is that they're abusing. Literally, this person is about to be majorly restricted. They should have thought about like what the consequences could be if you were protected. This is one thing that I do not understand, why witches and warlocks don't look to see if somebody is protected or who protects them. Maybe this person doesn't believe in Jesus and the Holy Spirit and God. Maybe they don't believe in that. They wanted to be your coworker, though, while being your lover and being your shaman and being your spiritual guide, so that they could guide you down the wrong path and take your place. Wow. That's actually pretty sad. This person's majorly burdened, though. They've got to walk around with this pack of sticks on their back while they see you in the energy of love, of being loved, of having a good family, people that are actually worth you investing in. What was that just flew out? This person was working diligently and they're obsessed with your success. The success does not belong to this person. They didn't do the work. This person also is extremely pessimistic and so this Knight of Pentacles in the reverse is the person that gave this Knight of Wands the spell. That's who this person is. They thought that they could tap into God's love through using you. That's real strange to me. They also wanted to be a part of your community. They wanted to literally be, these people wanted to be actually close to where you live. How creepy is that? Yeah, but like literally these people are arguing with one another because this shit is not going the way it should be. And this is all because you have been a prophet more than one time. It's like you have this same destiny over and over again, and you always are the star, and you always fulfill that destiny. This person literally thought that they were going to just siphon your star energy, and you would just miss your day to shine, and that's not what's happening, and so they're confused. Yeah, you may get a message from this person, literally, just ignore them. You don't have to tell this person that you know what they did. You don't have to communicate with them at all, you know? And I'm surprised that this person doesn't do divination, or if they do, they just don't know what the fuck they're doing at all. To not know that why they're up under judgment, this person's acting like, oh, I don't know what I did. No, you know what you did, dude. You were in the closet chanting some dumb shit and on a weird day at a weird time, burning a candle, doing some weird shit. This is like not a shamanic practice that this person was doing to reel you in. This was some type of witchcraft practice, something else that has to do with conjuring. Yeah, because this person is waiting to receive a notification from the universe that they are going to be able to celebrate with you and have a happy ending, and they're not getting that notification. You're getting that notification that you get to celebrate and move forward and be happy. And this person is straight shocked. Dang. Well, maybe this has worked before on other people. Maybe in another lifetime, it worked to some effect. I don't get that it's ever done what it was supposed to do. This was supposed to make you fall madly in love with them, and you are not attracted to this person. Like, there is no chemistry here. Literally. It feels like the R story all over again. It does feel like that. There is literally no chemistry here. There's more chemistry between these two men than you and this Knight of Wands. There is no chemistry here. Like, I just don't see anywhere for... And that's why usually people do love spells, because there is no chemistry, but they want there to be something, but there isn't something. So let's see what the outcome of this situation is. Well, basically, I get that you're getting good news that you are moving on and you're going to have a happy family and a happily ever after. This person, they may be emotionally wounded from you telling them no, which is your right to tell them no, Empress, because you are this divine being. They know that they lost a real one. I do feel like this person does messed up things to people, okay? They like to play in people's faces while they do shit in the background. They love to do that. It's like this, it's their mischievous personality. 9 of Cups. You are about to experience major wish fulfillment. Look at that. Not only you're still a divine being, you're still in your position of authority. You are still being chosen for something. Literally, you're still in the position to receive your blessing. This person is going to have to watch you do that. Literally, get your wishes fulfilled right in their face. I mean, they don't have to watch you. They could look away. That's crazy. This person will try to contact you or reach out. I would just ignore them and keep it moving, because whatever you're doing to cleanse your energy, it does feel like it's working. This person was trying to drain you out of something, and they're the ones being drained. Go figure. They wanted this Wheel of Fortune that's yours. This is why when you enter into this Wheel of Fortune, Phoenix Empress, this era that's your era to shine, your era to be the teacher, your era to be the leader, your era to be the prophet, this is your time. Okay, when other people come to trying to spin this wheel for you and trying to gain access and open doors to this type of abundance, this is fate and destiny, baby. This is like you getting everything that you want and more. Like literally, this is you being a divine being, getting to live your life in peace and achieving all of your hopes and dreams for the future. And this person thought that they would be in your life to receive a portion of it, and they're not going to be in your life to receive anything. Had this person acted like an authentic person and not been a weirdo, not been fake to your face while putting you up under spells or attempting to in the background, you probably would have given this person a fair chance, but they were never going to do right by you. Yeah, this is all about literally trying to seal it. This is all, yeah, what do I say, amateurs? This is all because you have completed a cycle. You've finished a project, you've completed some type of goal, and you're moving forward, and you don't need this person's advice. You definitely don't need to learn from them. You already have everything that you need within you. What would you need to learn from this person for? This person underestimated your high priestess ability and your queen of swords ability to cut people off when Four of Swords. They underestimated you being cutthroat, literally. You are so blessed, Phoenix. You are so blessed. Look at this. This person, they may be going to a funeral, and I don't mean to laugh about that, but this person, other people cannot handle y'all's destiny. Your guys' destiny is so big that it could possibly kill somebody else. You know what I'm saying? Like, and this is why the things that you've been through, you have succeeded when other people would not have succeeded. You have lived when other people had not lived. And you did have those lifetimes where this person, you know, over and over again victimized you. This lifetime is not one of those lifetimes. This lifetime you have free will, and you have your own opportunities and your own creation, basically. You have the ability to say no. We're not in the 1800s or the 1500s where women don't get to say yes or no for themselves. So I would just be really grateful that basically this is all coming to light, because this is something I would not have checked on. It's only because Spirit's bringing it forward now that we're looking at it. Other than that, I feel like this person is not even worth the time and energy. But I do want you to know that you're protected, that this cycle has come to an end. This was a long war, like at least a 6 months war. This was at least 6 months of warfare that was unnecessary. Okay? And you're still moving forward with new creative projects and new goals. So literally, yeah, this person belonged to a group of people, though. They definitely, and welcome in, Absolutely Facts Tarot. This person and John 7, literally, this person thought that they were going to be able to just come back into your life and use a little bit of magic to sweeten things up and get you to try to make some type of deal. And because you're not going to do that, now this person is confused. Like, they wanted you to be confused on what decision to make and where to go. And because you weren't confused, you literally picked up on this person's bullshit. Now they're in the 5 of Pentacles and they're blaming you. And it's not your fault. You did not do this to anybody. You didn't kick nobody out of their house. You did not tell this person to do any type of witchcraft, okay? So do not, take responsibility for just that little part that drew this person in. But besides that, I'm just going to double check. Yeah, this person was going to a root worker. They were doing some stupid shit with a coven in a secret society. But I get that this person was basically set up to fail from the very beginning. The moment that they decided to do this to you, they put themselves up under judgment. Santeria, voodoo, hoodoo, Thelema, Scientology, Satanism. Okay. So whoever was saying the devil worship, dead ass on right here. I'm so glad that you caught on to his trickery too, because having an open door with this person would be dangerous. Like, allowing any further communication to go through with this person would be very dangerous. Yeah, because they want to use some type of politics or rules in the spirit, and they don't understand that they've broken spiritual law. Once you've done that, you basically are going to be dragged into spiritual court. It says on trial, judgment day, Akashic records, spiritual contracts, spiritual vows. I know it's backward, but literally, spiritual court. This person is dragged. They have their ass dragged into spiritual court. And the reason you don't have to show up to spiritual court is because God already knows who you are and what you're here to do. And so there is no question of, oh, well, who is the guilty one? This person was painting a lot of smoke and mirror illusions. They're very delusional. And they were holding on to a false narrative, not believing that God and Source and the Holy Spirit would divinely intervene for you. That's crazy. This person really did not believe that you were loved. This is why they were set up like this. They were going to always do this. I feel like these other lifetimes where we saw this same behavior, you know, trying to copy you, trying to steal from you, this person at one point wanted to enslave you in another life, okay? And this is like where I feel like you have never been nobody's damn slave. What the fuck is this? Like, seriously? This person could have tried to conquer you, okay? Like, I'm getting, Phoenix, that you had an Amazon lifetime. And in this Amazon lifetime, you hunted this person down and destroyed them. And it's like almost ever since that lifetime, this person has been after you and your lucky charms. It's like, you know, fatal attraction. This person was very attracted to you. They do feel sexually attracted to you, but this person, there is no chemistry. Like when I feel nothing. Like there is nothing between you two. There's no passion, no attraction, no chemistry. This person's obsessed. You're not. So yeah, choices. So I would continue to heal. Forgive yourself for drawing this person in, and just know that had you not just be grateful for this experience, because yeah, what it's done is it's taught you how to sniff out destiny thieves. It's taught you how to basically not fall into this trap ever again. And remember, this person's up under judgment. That's why they're going to be trying to contact you, because they know that they royally effed up. This person is the type of person that never thought they would F around and find out until the day that they effed around and found out. All right, you guys. So just know that you're free to move forward, and anything you invest in, it's going to be fruitful. This person is not going to have the ability to reel you back in like a fish, okay? And you're not one of those fish out there that can be caught. You are like a shark compared to this person. And I feel like there is an ocean of difference between the two of you. There is like nothing, you guys don't have anything in common. I think the only thing that you had in common when you met this person was that you're interested into healing and they were pretending to be interested into healing. They're really more interested into this magician shit than anything else, but they're not going to tell you that. So just know if this person contacts you, it's because they're going to try to reel you back in so that you forgive them, so that this person does not realize that even if you forgave them, they're still going to be up under judgment. They did this shit to themselves. Even if you were to forgive them, this person would still be up under judgment. So I'm going to use the sacred soul timing and make sure that there is nothing else, because I feel like this person's going to be getting out of the energy really soon. The energy that's following them, I don't think any mortal person could remove it, to be quite honest. I think I know one person that could take it off, but hell no, I would never ask that person to intervene on something that this person did to themselves. Yeah, looks like he's broken, he broke. Exactly, he ruined his own life. Straight up ignorant. I do feel like this shift is happening now, though. November. So I do remember that there was a full moon in November. This is when this person tried to do this come back to me shit. Okay, the full moon in November was the beaver moon. Yeah, on Wednesday, November 5th. That's when that person did that. Wanted you to come back. This is find happiness in wanting what you already have, literally. You were over here manifesting through this portal when this person was wanting to pull you back in. And they were definitely, this has been a slow progress, but just because something moves slowly doesn't mean that it's not going to move. So you're just being told to be patient and to enjoy the journey, to basically relax and know that you are protected, you are safe, and you're also free to move forward very soon. Look at that. There's something coming in very soon that's going to uplift you. Cancer time. So you may want to look and see where Cancer is at, because it does feel like this person was playing on your friendly trait. I look at Cancers as being the ideal friend. They're very, very emotionally in tune with their emotions, and they're very intellectual. They're very sensitive people, and they don't like to start negative cycles and to keep them going. There are obviously toxic people of every zodiac sign, but like literally, I'm getting that this is the new age of Aquarius. You know, you're bringing in a new energy, and it's been a long time coming. The whole thing of the age of Pisces ending is so that you could bring forward this new energy. You're currently manifesting this destiny. It says, sit still and move the universe around you. Visualize, attract, mindset. And then this past July, you overcame a difficulty when it came to confusion with this person. This is why they felt like they were going to be able, because they thought that they had tricked you. I thought that they had tricked you and that they were going to get this wish fulfillment. But now that this person's seeing they're not going to get this wish fulfillment, they're really upset. I don't think you should care about the way that they feel, because they did not care about the way that you felt when they decided to go do this dumb shit. Leo time. Exactly. Lead with your heart. This person did not care about your heart space. They would have completely came in and destroyed you. That was their intention. That's what they wanted to do. They wanted to make you change your course so that they could reroute their own destiny to be the outcome of yours. And now that they can't do that, they're upset. Yeah, September. So by this time, this next September comes, you're going to be in a whole new relationship, in a whole new position. You're not going to like even think of this person ever again. I do feel like the reason they've been trying to ride your coattails is they wanted to go through these ascension portals, but you did not take this person with you intentionally. This is why they're being booted out of your energy. So just know that you're safe. Just know that what they did backfired and it did not go through. And you are free to move forward and to enjoy your life, okay? All right, you guys, thank you for making it to the ending of this reading. I love you so much. Thank you for donating, Phoenix Empress. And I loved looking at that situation because I think it was important to acknowledge it because it was going on, you know, energetically. And this is giving you an opportunity to be able to move forward in freedom and to not have to fear and not think that you need to learn a bunch of things, because you're learning things every single day. And when you learn something, you don't just forget it. This person, they're going to literally learn a lesson through basically your ancestors whooping their ass. And then they're going to forget the lesson that they learned and they're going to do the same thing again to somebody else. So just let this person go, okay? All right, you guys, I love you so much. Peace be with you. Please like the video, tap the notification bell, make sure you're subscribed, and check out the books that are in the description box below. If you're interested in learning to read your own tarot cards, I suggest that you purchase the Visago Tarot Card Spreads and Spells. It goes through the major arcana cards, and it teaches you quite a bit. And all you need is the original Rider-Waite Tarot, and it will help you, okay? Happy New Year's, you guys. Peace be with you. I love you so much. I'm giving you hugs and lots of support. Have a wonderful evening, afternoon, day, night, wherever you guys are at, okay? Much love to you all, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.